Hello and welcome, new and returning tarot followers. This is Universal Wisdom Tarot, and this is your April monthly general intuitive tarot reading for the sign of Pisces, sun, moon, and rising sign. Now, as always, remember that not all the messages that you're going to be given today will resonate with everyone, so just take the ones that do and leave the rest for somebody else. And if you stick with me through to the end of the video, I will tell you about the contest that I'm running this month. This is my first contest of 2024, and I will tell you about the prize, and I will tell you about how to be eligible, both of which are free, 100% free, no money involved. But I will do that at the end of this video. I just like to get through all of the messages first and the tarot reading, etc. And then I will tell you all about the contest at the end of the video, all right? So just stick with me through to the end of that. All right, so let's talk about the astrological aspects and the events that are coming up in the month of April. April is a little bit of a busy month astrologically, and I'm going to call out a few things. First of which is that for the first time this year, on the very first day of the month, Mercury goes retrograde. Okay, now the retrograde lasts almost to the end of the month. I believe the retrograde ends on April 24th. And of course, if it starts on the 1st and ends on the 24th, there's always a pre and post shadow period of time. And so, of course, that is why you feel the effects of it for a little while longer, okay? So, what happens in a Mercury retrograde? Communications go awry, our devices don't work, we get fed up with that kind of stuff, we get impatient, and so, this is a really good time to practice your patience. It's also a good time to look inward and do some work on yourself. Now, I know it's easier said than done to be patient, and the universe is giving you a little wisdom here, and it's trying to tell you that, especially if it's, say, you get a contract, offered a contract, or you have to sign a contract during a Mercury retrograde. If you're going to make some strategic big decisions, you should really make sure that you are patient and looking at all sides of the situation before you sign that contract. Make sure you are looking at the details of it, all right? So that is very, very important because you don't want to do anything hasty there, all right? Okay, now let's talk about what else is going on in the month. Is on April 8th, there is a total solar eclipse. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, first of all, it's in the sign of Aries, okay, which could be the sign of a significant turning point for some people. Now, it is a new moon, and what is a new moon? It's a fresh start. It could be an unexpected fresh start. It could be a forced fresh start. It could be an unexpected opportunity. If something happens on that day and it surprises you, well, this could be the impetus for something new to start in your life. That's always a good thing. I don't think that's a bad thing, all right? Now, yeah, so a good fresh new beginning there, potential anyway. What else is going on? April 10th, there is a Mars-Saturn conjunction. That's an interesting energy because we have the opposing forces of Mars and Saturn. So Mars is the planet of momentum, right? Mars always wants to keep pushing forward. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. It's the momentum of doing stuff, okay? And Saturn is about restraint, holding back. No, let's not do it. Okay. So what does that mean? That means you could experience some tension, right? Because you're trying to move forward, but you can't. But there could also be some fluctuating moods that result from that, inability to move forward, okay? Now, let's talk about April 20th. It may be for you April 21st. And I'm not certain of whether it's April 20th or 21st, but it also depends where you live in the world. Jupiter conjoins Uranus. Now, I'm going to say that I actually like the energy of Jupiter conjoining Uranus. That's because, at least in my personal opinion, and that's because this for me is an energy where you can grab opportunities with your ambition. You know, taking your ambition, taking your authority, those energies, and taking hold of potential opportunities there. Okay? So make use of that day and that period of time for yourself, because I really do feel like there's a victory at hand there for somebody, because as I'm shuffling here, the Six of Wands sort of kind of tried to flip out there. So certainly, you know, that's a great time period. And the last thing I'm going to call out is on the 28th of April, there is a Mars-Neptune conjunction, which can, for some people, stimulate the imagination, and it can bring desires for freedom, but it certainly may intensify your emotions at the very least, okay? So if you're interested, just, you know, check your natal chart, see where these planets are, where these things fall in which houses for you, and obviously so you can understand the energies better, but how to take advantage of those energies and you know, make use of them. That's what's important here. Okay. So now let's get into your tarot messages and your tarot cards for the month. And I give thanks to, oh, look at that. Nine of Pentacles for somebody. Definitely some looking for some independence and some freedom there. Looking for some comfort. Let me give thanks to the angel spirits, guides, and the universe for the messages they provide and for assisting me in interpreting the messages for the highest vibrational good of my Pisces seekers. Let's pull 4 cards, please, for Pisces for the month of April. Eight of Cups. Justice. Hierophant. One more card, please, and thank you. Truly grateful for Pisces for April. Truly grateful for all your messages. Card is out, and it is the 4 of Cups. Bottom of the deck is the 2 of Swords. I feel like in this month, first of all, let's just talk about your overarching energy. The 2 of Swords is an energy of making decisions. The 2 is the number of duality. So do I go right? Do I go left? It is the card of sometimes, or the number of choices, and of balance. So if you're feeling out of balance, then I get it. Now, I want to call out very specifically that this 2 obviously has a blindfold on the figure's face. So there is a lack of clarity here that you are experiencing. And this is the 3 of Pentacles. And oh, look at that. There's that 9. Remember I said somebody's experiencing something about some independence and some freedom. I feel like somebody needs to make a decision about, how they use their skills or what they do or what projects they're going to work on, what things they're actually going to do over the next couple of months to keep themselves busy. That's going to give them this sense of freedom or this sense of feeling happy again, feeling like, independent and good. And I feel like maybe somebody out there has not felt that way, but they realize they need to do something for themselves to just make them feel good again, right? They need to, and they don't know what it is. They don't know what it is they need to do or how they need to do it to get there. All they know is that they're walking in a different direction. They're walking in a different direction in their life because what has come before is not what is now or what the future will be. So you know that you are going to walk off into the light because there's the sun at the back there. Now, is this walking into the sunset, walking off into the sunrise? Either way you can look at it. Both are good. You are definitely walking towards something that's very different. Okay? Now, the Eight of Cups is also a card of walking away from what hasn't served you in the past toward this new thing. In this case, I don't think it's a question of it hasn't served you, but more of a question of it's it's just natural, right? That you are in a different place. You are in a different place than you were before. Whatever that reasoning might be for you. Maybe it's because you've lost your job. Maybe because you have been forced to leave the company. Maybe you have been given a change in life because now something has come along to make you have to change your life, right? Maybe now you have to take care of your children. You have to stay home and take care of your children. Maybe now you have to do something of that nature. And you need to do something. You just don't know what. You don't know what to do with yourself. I kind of feel like you don't know what to do with yourself to keep yourself busy, right? Look at this Three of Pentacles. This Three of Pentacles is about collaborating with people, finding a community, people who maybe going to the gym and because you like to work out and meeting new people at the gym. And that's not a bad thing because you're taking some time for yourself, and taking some time for yourself is always a good thing. But I feel like you need to do something to have your time for you to be able to continue off to walk off and toward this light into whatever else is new. Now, I also feel like you don't know what that is. And you're in this very contemplative mode here at the end of the month with this Four of Cups. And that is part of, too, what's kind of on your mind, sort of in the subconscious here, is that you are thinking very much that, okay, do I do this? No. Do I do that? No. I just wish the answers would be given to me so that this blindfold comes off, right? And you're also in a sort of a complacent mode where nothing is really giving you that feeling of aha, right? Like remember I was trying to tell you here, you're trying to get back to this or this. If you've not got back to, get this feeling of being liberated, being independent, feeling financially sound. Okay, that's for some people too, knowing that the debt is paid off and that you are, you don't have the chain around your neck anymore, or you don't have the noose around your neck anymore. You need to figure out how you're going to spend your time. Who are you going to spend your time with also? Are there people, like-minded people like yourself who have the same likes and things that you do, even if it's getting together in a book club or getting together once a month for coffee and just shooting the whatever, I don't want to say that word on YouTube, but just getting together and chit-chatting and having an opportunity to let things out. Okay, now you also have here the Justice card, right? Justice is the weighing of this, or the balancing of the scales. It's very clear here that there are, the two scales are on that sword, and that sword is very, very balanced. So, it's also a question of, or being able to look at things in the light of truth, is what I want to say to you. Why do I want to say that? Because you see, this figure is looking at another figure on the other side. And they're not the same. They don't look the same. So there is here an element of being able to see the truth of something. Perhaps this is the realization that you know something has to happen, or that your life is changing, and that's okay, because the truth of it is the truth. Your life is changing. Your life has changed. Your life is going to change. There is that element of, as I said, being able to come to the truth and honesty. There's honesty about it here. You need to be honest that this is where you are. Now, the Hierophant, and just, out of curiosity, just throw this out there. This is the card of Libra, so there could be a Libra around you. The Hierophant is the card of Taurus, so there could be a Taurus around you. But the Hierophant is the card of playing by the rules, right? If you are playing by the rules, then things should work out for you, shouldn't it? That's the thought, right? That is the way we, a lot of people feel like that's justice for you. Play by the rules and everything should work out. But it's also the card of faith, the Hierophant. So you're putting your faith in something or somewhere that's going to give you the answers to what it is that you're looking for, okay? You're wanting to know what to do. And you are looking for some enlightenment from that faith, whatever that faith might be for you. For some people, faith is God, and for some people, it's a friend who is a little bit, can help you to see your problems through and solve problems with you. And for some people, it's a guru, and for some people, it's the universe that gives you that enlightenment. Let's clarify these cards. This is a very interesting read, Pisces. I want to clarify the Eight of Cups. Tell me about this walking away. Tell me about this Eight of Cups, please. Yeah, you need to go into the direction of having some fun. Direction of loving yourself, doing something for yourself. Remember I said finding that community, getting to that feeling of independence and that feeling of this is me time, my time, whatever. Look at this knight. Okay, this knight is the knight. He's not riding a horse. He is riding a fish. Now, how many people do you know that ride a fish? But this guy is having a grand old time, right? This guy is riding his fish, whooping it up, raising his cup, and saying, yeah, I'm going to have a heck of a time here, and I'm going to enjoy this period of my life. Whatever I am walking to that's in that light, that sunset, that sunrise, that different whatever, I am going to enjoy it. I need to enjoy it, right? That night, the nights are about action, right? But they're also messengers of things too. So this is a message too that you need to love yourself a little bit. Okay, Pisces, you need a higher level of excitement. That's what I want to tell you as well. Okay, let's clarify the Eight of Cups a little bit more. There's another knight. You need action. You need action, Jackson. That's what I'm going to tell you. This guy is also riding off. Now, he is riding a bull now, okay? So this is determination, okay? There's a playfulness in here, and there's a determination, though, that you are going to go in that direction, that you know you need to do this. I think I said that before. You know you need to do this. You know that this is what the future is, and that it's okay that this is changing for you. Let's have one more clarifier, please, for the Eight of Cups. Sorry, I can't even flip this thing over. Another knight. Okay. You have three knights. Three knights for me is a just very strong a very strong message of action. if you do not walk off into this direction, Pisces, or realize that, come to the realization that you are now walking into this new direction, I don't know when it's going to come to you, because now is the time. Now is the mission. You are on the crusade. The crusade has started. You can take it in any way, shape, and form you choose. You can choose to make it playful. You can choose to be determined. You can choose to take it one step at a time. But at the end of the day, you are taking steps. You are going forward, and you are making this happen. Okay? So, I mean, I don't think that ever really happens, have 3 nights like that. But that is a very clear message that it's time to take those actions. It's time to take those steps. Okay? Let's clarify the Justice card. Let's talk about this truth and this honesty that I'm feeling here. You're in a bit of conflict over it, right? You're in conflict with what the truth is. And I get it. I get it, because we don't always want to face what the true situation is, because we would like things to be differently. And sometimes they will be differently, but you have to wait for that phase of your life to come along for it to be differently. So sometimes we need to slog through something just to get to the other side. But there's definitely here a bit of conflict within yourself. Now, it's not a tough conflict, because if you look at these guys, this is a bit more playful. They're not beating each other up. They're beating that wasp nest up there. But it's going to sting a little, okay? So the truth here is going to sting. It stings. It's not a conflict where you feel like you're beating yourself up, but it stings a little, because it's not really what you were expecting. All right, let's continue this clarifying of the Justice card. The Moon. You don't have all the answers, and that's okay. When we don't have all the answers, we start to, question that. Now, I also want to say the Moon is your card, Pisces. This is you. This is you coming up in your own reading. So, again, the truth is within you. Okay, you just maybe don't see it as clearly as you think. Okay, or it's just starting to dawn on you what the truth really is. Okay, but it is stinging you a little bit. So let's clarify one more card, please. Time for a little bit of being bold and a little bit of action. There's another core cards page. Okay, so maybe you're waiting for a little bit of news, because sometimes pages are about getting, news. So maybe you're waiting for something to happen and to hear news of that. But I also feel like this guy here he's carrying a really big sword. I mean, look how huge that sword is in comparison to him. It's huge. I want to show you this closer so you see what I'm talking about. You see? Look at the size of that thing. I mean, how's this little skinny guy capable of wielding that huge sword? But he doesn't care, because he's at a point where he's saying to himself, well, if the truth is the truth, I'm going to face it head on. Let me be a little bit courageous here and brave, and try and face this thing any way that I can. Okay? Now tell me about the Hierophant, please. What's the enlightenment that you're looking for? Or tell me about this enlightenment. Tell me about this looking for guidance. Tell me about looking for, you want somebody to help you here with this 7 of Swords. Now, the 7 of Swords for some people is deceit. I don't feel it in terms of like somebody's been lying to you, but I feel it more like you've been deceiving yourself. You're deceiving yourself because you know this subconsciously. You know subconsciously what's going down, and you just don't necessarily want to face it consciously. Okay? But that's why you're kind of looking for this Hierophant to speak the truth to you and tell you the truth and to tell it like it is, right? Sometimes we need people to tell us like it is. We don't want to hear it, but we know sometimes if it comes from somebody else, then it validates what we're feeling and what we know to be inside of us, okay? All right. Clarifying the Hierophant, please. 2 more cards. Justice. There we go. That Justice card came out twice. There's a clear message there, you know. The universe gives you the same cards because they're trying to tell you the message is important. There is truth here that needs to be faced. Okay? But it's also a little bit of your karma, okay? In that you need to go through this, right? In the physical world. And you want some I'm going to say some honesty, but I think you also want some fairness. Like, you know, it isn't always fair that we have to go through something when we don't really want to go through something. And it's okay to say it's not fair, but you still have to live through it. Okay. 1 more card to clarify the Hierophant, please. Nine of Cups. You want your wish to be fulfilled. I don't know what you're wishing for there, but you are definitely wishing for either clarity of mind. You are wishing for the answers to come to you because, as I said, you're looking for the answer to what should you do? How should you do this? So put it out into the universe, or put it to your Hierophant, whoever that might be. If it's the universe, great. If it's, you know, your religion and God, you know, put out a prayer. And if it's, you know, a friend with whom you have a lot of trust and faith in, just put it out to them and say, hey, help. How can I do this? I need your advice, right? Let's clarify that 4 of Cups, because you are feeling very much like you're in this doldrum a bit, like, oh, God, you know, I'm tired of thinking about it. Therefore, you know, just give me the answers. Let me just check something. I think something's flipped over here. No, it's okay. Okay, let's continue on. 4 of Cups. There's the Sun. Yeah, you want to feel the Sun again. Yeah, you're in this bit of a complacent place, but you know the Sun will come out eventually, right? So you will get to that place of feeling good again. You will get to that place of the answers will come to you. You're at least optimistic about that, okay? 2 more cards to clarify the 4 of Cups. 10 of Swords. Finally facing something. That is what you do here at the end of the month. Yeah, you're feeling a bit, you know, realizing that, okay, I see it. I see it for what it is. I'm ready to face this now. I'm ready to face this and turn the page and go toward that light. You know, this character here, you can't see it so much on this guy, but in the Rider-Waite deck, the hand that's not holding the sword here is usually palm up, like this, saying, all right, universe, God, whoever, I'm ready to receive what it is that you're offering me, right? I think that's where you're coming to now, is you're saying, all right, I realize this is my life, then now let's move on. So show me the direction I need to go in, what I need to do. I'm ready for you to help me. And the Page of Wands, yeah, ready for a little bit of, to turn the page and to have a little bit more fun and to be a bit more enthusiastic and maybe to, you know, to try and aspire to something different and see the good in what is coming. All right, Pisces. Let's pull you a final message from Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Final message for Pisces, please, for the month of April. It's number 23, peace. Think you want some peace. Number 23. Let me read to you from the book. Give me a sec. Okay. And the message says, doesn't get any better than this. A quiet mind, a heart fulfilled, freedom from want, and the soul's satisfaction. The way to peace is through radical acceptance. Everything in your world is exactly as it should be. Harmony is beautiful. Enjoy it. Enjoy the peace. All right? Okay, Pisces. That's it for your reading. So now I'm going to tell you very quickly about the contest. If you're interested in winning the contest and how to be eligible and what you need to do to be eligible. So first and foremost, let me tell you about the prize. The prize is a free personal tarot reading, free, 100% free for you, no money involved. It's personal. That means it will answer your specific question, and it's going to be a love tarot reading. So if you have a question about love, this is your time to get in on this action. All right? Now, I also asked, so that's one thing there are two things you need to do to become eligible. So the first thing that you need to do is to subscribe to the channel. Okay, subscribe to the channel, and if you've already done it once, if you've already subscribed to the channel, you don't need to do that again. So you just move on to the second thing to do, which is to leave a comment in the comments box. Now, I know sometimes people are very shy to leave comments and they don't know what to say, or they're worried that they, type something and other people are going to see it. So you can say anything, and you can leave the comment in this video or any of the videos that I have in the month of April. It doesn't have to be this one video, but you can leave it anywhere you want. And at the end of the day, you can write anything in there. You can say hi. Just say hi. That's an acceptable comment. Okay. All I ask is that any comments that you leave or that you would leave there are clean. They're not, bad comments, right? That, I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube. So just keep your comments clean, and you can write anything you want. Now, as I said, sometimes people are very shy to leave a comment because they don't know what to say. So I'm going to tell you, you can also just say, I am interested in a tarot love reading, or I'm interested in a love tarot reading, okay? Whatever way you want to say it, all right? So what will happen is you subscribe to the channel, you leave me the comment, and at the end of the month, I'll put all of the names of everybody who's done that into a hat, and I will pick some winners out, all right? So I will pick some winners. There'll be more than one. And then what I will do is the week following the end of the month, so let's say the first week of May, I will post in the community section or the community tab of this channel the names of the winners, all right? So you're going to want to go back to that community just to see if you were a winner. But also, the way I contact the winners is by responding to their comments. So remember where you left your comment, because then if you don't have a notification in your email or in YouTube to see the comments that come back, or the responses to your comments, then you won't see me responding to you and saying, congratulations, you're a winner. So you go back to where your comment is and see if I responded to you. I will respond to your comment saying, congratulations, you're a winner, and here's how to contact me, because at some point I need to know what your question is in order for me to answer your question, all right? So we do have to make some contact together at some point, but I'll tell you how to do that in a good way, all right? Okay, Pisces, well, of course, don't forget to click the like button. Click it now. Tell me that you like these videos. And stay tuned for more readings and for some more contest announcements that are going to come, because you're not going to want to miss those. Take care, my lovely ones. I will see you again very soon. And until then, please know I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.